I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox dead channel. Won't give a damn, it's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double dip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double dip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. The PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Yo, hello everybody, welcome back to the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, wherever the hell you play. This is the place to be. So hit the like button, subscribe for more fire content like this. Without further ado, this is episode 60 of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, and we got a very, very special one here. Because he's in the house. It's like the big homie. Somebody who everybody that is in the Xbox community respects a lot. We all watch this show. So shout out to Web Dave.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me on, buddy. I appreciate this.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Boom. Let's go. Shout out to Web Dave. Thank you for coming through. We also got another very special guest that you all been familiar with before. And shout out to I Am Desire, and thank you so much for coming through the show today, man.
As long as I'm not busy, I'm fine with that.
Let's go. Let's get it. So yeah, shout out to the panel and shout out to you guys. The most important part of the show, no shade to Wet Dave and I Am Desire, is the chat. And that's every show, right? Every show. The most important people is you guys, the viewers. And shout out, I'll see you guys. Adidas 20, always so cool, man. Let's freaking go. Shout out to Adidas with the 2. He says, I'm here. Thank you for coming through, man. Really appreciate it. It was very early in the morning. He looks like he didn't sleep. 4:29 a.m. in the morning. I hope you're really here and not sleeping. Shout out to Wet Day, man. Thank you for coming through. He's coming through as well and supporting the channel. And I see down here, Lycos45, what's up with Demo and chat? I Am Desire also, throwing a little bit of a game over, a little bit of a, shots to who. And Lycos45, man, in the house. What's up, Demo and chat? So happy to have you here. Web Dave in the building saying, please hit the like button. Our goal is 200 likes on this video. Yeah, make it happen, bro. That is not hard. All you have to do is press one button. This is like so simple. Yeah, we got some shows in which we have like 40
30 people watching at the time, and the show hasn't even gotten to 20 likes. So if you're watching the show, man, just come through and hang out, hit the like button. That helps us tremendously. It helps us even more than super chats and everything. Like just the fact that you are here hitting the like button, you just spread the word, and it helps us, have more people viewing and more people coming to the channel and making shit more fun at the end of the day. So Adidas 20 saying that I can function off of 3 hours of sleep. So I don't know about that, Adidas, because at the end of the day, man, it's hard. Yeah, it's like I'm fine and everything is burning around you. It's just tough. I need my sleep, man. And now that I have a baby, it's like it's a real luxury for me to get take a nap or something, because most of the time I'm just like when one eye closed and the other eye open, because that's how it is when you have a baby. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming. We got some spicy topics for today, but I want to start off with like the biggest news of the week, which I think everybody knows about this by now. I made a video about it, and that's the Xbox show June showcase that is going down on June 8th, and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Come on, guys! Like you gotta be hyped for this, because I mean, last year's show was crazy. So I feel like it's gonna be really hard, right, for Xbox to top last year show. I believe that it's gonna be extremely hard, but it's gonna be a decent show, and I can't wait to see what they have to offer. So I want to start off with our guest here with Wade Dave, and I want to ask him one question: like, are you excited for this show, and also your predictions? What are you expecting? I know it's early, but why not?
Yeah, I am definitely excited for the show. So much so that I was actually planning on going out to LA for a fan fest that now is not going to happen, but that's okay. I'm still going to go because there's there's definitely the Summer Games Fest is still going on, so I'm going to be going to that, and I believe there's the IGN thing that's working on getting tickets for that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be going, and definitely excited for it because I mean, let's face it, if it wasn't for Xbox, PlayStation wouldn't have any games coming out this year.
Mm.
So,
Hey, they got
yeah.
Ghost of Yotoi.
Oh, they do. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not out
And
yet.
marathon counts too.
Not out yet. Well, yeah, of course, that's
Isn't
coming out.
Marathon also coming on Xbox and PC though?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Good times.
Good.
I'm fully for it being,
Mhm.
multi-platform. I believe that that's
Yeah.
better anyways, but it's just for the fanboys that like to say, "Oh, we have all the exclusives." One and then baby steps? Is there
Yeah.
two? Wow.
Well, and demo like J.O. Walker says it the best that Concord's 100% DOA. That was their big hit for this year, and it's gone. It's
Mm.
gone. Pony tears
Bye-bye
cry
now.
for that one. Exactly.
So
Right
what about
on.
you, Desire? What do you feel? How do you feel about the show? And then I'm gonna drop my bars. Are you excited? I know you don't really care that much, but what's that?
For what show? The Xbox
The
show that's
Xbox
coming
show, yeah. Are
in.
you hype? Are you excited?
If we're gonna get more info on Gears, which I am a giant fan of Gears, I would love that. Also, getting finally some more confirmation on State of Decay 3 would be great. And since we are getting the Outer Worlds 2, I also love Obsidian, especially since Obsidian said after the Outer Worlds 2, they're thinking and open to possibly working on my favorite franchise in the Fallout
Woo!
series. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to the show. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And how can you not, man? There's so much excitement surrounding Xbox at the moment. I feel like it's like out of the big three, right? Because I know Steam and all of that exists, but like the actual
Out of the
companies who make,
consoles,
yeah, exactly, the consoles is the one company that is putting in the work, and not only that, is maintaining right a good value, which I think it should be celebrated. And look, this is not copying, this is not chilling. This is just keeping it true. As a consumer, I'm happy with what Xbox is giving me and the value. And I feel like the other companies, rather than trying to imitate Apple, should do and follow this model. Because I was speaking behind the scenes with I Am Desire, and we came to the conclusion, right? We realized that video games are the modern day toys for the kid. There is no freaking Toys R Us anymore. That doesn't exist. Like the kids now, like just understand the kids now. This is what they do. They play video games now. They play in different places and all of that. So for a company to come over here and making everything more, harder to get, specifically to families and all that, it's just wild to me. So I just wanted to celebrate that, and also condemn the other companies for being assholes and being dicks. At the end of the day, look, none of these companies are good, and this is why I hate exclusive. And I'm gonna drop this bar right here, and I'm gonna say that exclusives give the power to these companies to do whatever the hell they want, because you cannot play Mario Kart any other place other than Nintendo. I mean, you will have to emulate it or something, but it's like you have to like beat around the bush, do a bunch of extra shit just to go ahead and play a Nintendo game. And it seems sometimes that it's easier to just go ahead and pay the price, but in my opinion, what they're doing is just like messed up. And like I said, the exclusives is giving the power to these companies to grab you by the balls. It's just like the same with PlayStation. Like if you want to play The Last of Us, you played the first one, you have to go to PlayStation. You cannot play this anywhere except for PC now. But it is what it is. Games like Astrobot, Ash Street are still, exclusive to the PlayStation. So for all those platforming lovers, like let's say you are a Nintendo fan and you have a Nintendo and you see Astrobot and it's your type of game, and you are like, God damn, I wish I could play it. Like, some people will buy into FOMO. Not everybody is like us, and not everybody have that self-control, which is why these companies take advantage of you, which is like, why we do this, to open your eyes and tell you, don't give in to FOMO, so you don't allow these companies to take advantage of you any longer. This is what's happening, guys. You need to like have some self-control and understand sometimes this game is not worth it. Wait for the sale. It's okay. It's not the only game coming out. Like there's plenty free-to-play games out there. There's plenty of games that the entry for the game is like $20, $25, $30. Games like, for example, I'm a highlight this game, and this is a PC game, but ready or not, it's usually on set. It's $20, and it's an amazing freaking games that I feel like it's one of the best games out there at the moment. That
It's
when it
still
comes to
being
like,
worked on, by the way. Ready
yeah,
or not.
it's and that's a funny thing. It's still being worked on, so it has a lot of room for improvement. But it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. That's our first topic. I'm with Desire, and I said it during my video. I don't know if you watched last video, but I did say that I wanted to see some Stereo Decay. Finally, want to see a little bit more deeper gameplay, and hopefully a release date, because that would be great to see when the hell we can expect a Stereo Decay 3, because I think it's going to be one of the biggest games that Xbox is going to release when it releases, because of how popular the franchise is and the multiplayer aspect, the social aspect of the game. I feel like it's amazing. The second one was dope. They totally fixed it. You haven't played State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition, go ahead and give it a shot, because it's really, really, really good right now. So I mean, any other bars on the Xbox show, anything else that you were expecting to see? I also want to see some Fallout. I did say that on the video. And that Oblivion remake, I think that's the right place to show it and drop it. I would say, like they were talking about the shadow drop, like just don't drop it out here on an empty. It doesn't make any sense to drop it right now. Look, we just have South of Midnight, Expedition 33 coming, and in a couple of weeks we got Doom. We're playing Doom in a couple of weeks.
Day after my birthday.
Exactly. So dropping it right now don't make any sense. Give room to these games to breathe and try to drop it for all of us on Game Pass on June 8th, and that would like totally break the internet. People will go crazy with that. What do you guys think about that?
You go ahead.
Okay, I think that if I'm gonna say what I say, I want to. If we get Fallout, we're probably gonna get a Fallout 3 remake eventually. That's gonna probably happen. It's a very
That's
old
happening.
game,
Yeah.
just like Obsidian or Oblivion's being made. But I really, really, really want Obsidian Entertainment to make another Fallout game. I really, really want them to. New Vegas may not have had the greatest gun gameplay, but its story was fucking fantastic. Okay? New Vegas story-wise is probably one of the best Fallout games, if not the best.
Yeah, it was really good. And also, like the one thing that I love about Fallout New Vegas is how the world reacted to everything that you did. It was just like such a complete RPG, especially for that time, right? Because we're talking
Yes,
about like a long time ago. Some of you weren't even
2011.
born when when that happened. And look, I feel like Fallout deserves all the love, especially now because season 2 of the series is about to drop. I heard some rumors about it that
Comes
they're
out
working
next
on
year.
it. Yep, something like that. So I think they should utilize the momentum, right, that the series and the IP is having to continue and capitalize on this success. So, what do you have to say about Fallout?
Oh, I mean, let's hope they are working on it because I mean, we know there's something in the works because the show is so damn popular. And season two is coming out. It's won awards for season one, so that really has a lot to do with it. We know that it's Lord and Master Todd Howard is pretty much kind of get the reins on it. He wants to still stay in control of it, but I think he wants to get it done as well. I mean, he's got some huge franchises under his belt, so it's like we need it, we really do, and I think that they're working on some things, and I think it may be more than just one thing. I think it's not necessarily just maybe some remakes or updates. I think there's some other things in the works, and plus, I mean, they're online. It didn't have a great start, but it's really good and got a good foundation now. Fallout 76 is really good, and I have friends that still play to this day. Every day we'll get on and do their grind, and they love it. And now that
Mm.
they've incorporated elements from the TV show into it, it's really it's even gotten even bigger. So even I guess was it Phil was playing that like last year, and
Yeah.
and the fanboys went on and they found his location and they nuked him.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. That was crazy.
So, and he's like, all right, that's cool. I get it. So, but he's saving up to do the same thing to somebody else. So, yeah, but but yeah, no, but the game, man, I mean, it's a great game. It's a great
Yeah.
series, and
It
like you
needs more
said,
respect. Yeah.
New Vegas was definitely
Yeah.
my favorite as well. But when big scheme when you back out of it, the whole quote unquote franchise with all the different the game iterations of it, it's it's a good series, and I think the TV show complements, and that's just taking it to the next level. So I'm excited for whatever they're gonna give us. I'll take anything.
Just
Fallout, to
don't
be honest.
don't for the love of God, do not bring back Brotherhood of Steel, please.
Okay.
Please don't bring back that game. That
Okay.
game was terrible.
Yep.
Okay, we can all
Well,
agree on that.
Well, but who knows, man? It was a different time. I think that remakes on old games like that, like like the Fallout's, the first couple of Fallout's, and also Oblivion and stuff, like they make sense. They were super old games that I think that should be brought back to life because a lot of people need to experience what RPG peak was, and Fallout definitely marked a before and after in the RPG genre. And I'm with you, with Dave. I'm loving Fallout 76. I feel like at the beginning it wasn't the best game, but now like through the years they've been including a lot of updates, and I feel that's being giving life to the game, much needed. And actually, like I had somebody in my comments in the last video because I did mention that I wanted to see a new Fallout or whatever the hell they're doing with it. Somebody clocking in with thousands of hours. It's like, oh, I literally just stopped playing today or something. And I'm clocking in at 1,500 hours, something like that. People like really get
Wow.
into these games. And you know what? There's one thing that the Fallout community that I love. Like Fallout is the game that you start, you get off your boat, and you got people waiting for you to give you stuff, and that's a beautiful thing. Some people will
Hmm.
like approach shouldn't be here. It's a nice weapon. You can use it, yet, but save it until you reach the level because it's gonna be great. Or they'll like like send you a little emotion or whatever. Get some food you need to eat. What it's just like a beautiful thing to see gamers coming together and collaborating towards one objective, which is why I love that game, right? So we can all agree that we want Fallout, we want the Oblivion remake. We can wait, and it's just exciting times all around. Xbox is undeniable, but we got some people in the chat. Shout out to them. Dímelo, Matt Fick in the building. The Xbox Series X and Game Pass Ultimate. I'm good money. Dímelo, Demo. What's good, Matt Fick? Shout out to my Latinos. Next Gen Nero in the building. What's going on, Poppy? He said, "What's good, boys? Wake and bake with my boy Demo and the homies, bro. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. It's such a beautiful day and a great weekend, especially for gaming." And Next Gen Nero saying, "What's up, Dave? Shout out to you, Web Dave, and thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
to the show once again. I'm never gonna get tired of being thankful." So Eastside Vandal in the house as well. He say, "Look at the black girl magic on the screen. South of Midnight is fantastic." Yeah, this is me playing. I did live stream South of Midnight for like 4 hours last Saturday. Go and check out the last stream. I was having a great time. I really hated Hazel at the beginning of the game because I was like, what a spoiled little brat. I would like freaking spank her. You know what I'm saying? If she was my daughter. But you know what? She came around and now she's the most likable because you can understand she's going through some shit. It's a way deeper game, right? So, as you guys played, Wet Dave, have you played South of Midnight? What do you think about it now that they shout out to Eastside Band that brought it back, to our attention? Let's talk about it because he actually released this week, which is huge. People don't want to admit it, but it's huge. So, what's good with that, Dave?
I did get the early access. Paid like the $10, whatever, just to get early access, and I played a little bit. I have not completed the game. I'm still probably on the, I guess, the first, second chapter, I think. So yeah, I'm early on. But I'm definitely going to be knocking it out this weekend. I'm decided I'm definitely going to finish it this weekend for sure. But yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's innovative. It's one of those games. It's just the right size, just the right everything. It's not gonna take me forever to get into. It's not gonna, but it's really well done, and I'm really excited. I'm excited for the team to put it together, and I'm hoping this is just one of many, and hopefully they're going to continue to grow this franchise because it's.
Mhm.
I think they really have a big hit on their hands. Some people are saying the score is not, it's not super great. It's not, but I mean, it's a new franchise. It's
Yeah.
gonna get its legs under it, and but they definitely have such a huge foundation with this that I could really see them growing. And some of the criticisms. I mean, some of them are justified. Some of them, about the gameplay being
Yeah.
repetitive. If you put the time, and I've haven't like I said, I haven't got very far yet, but I can see that I don't know, like Keasante has played a lot of it, and he said that that once he got all the, I guess, the little whispers or whatever you want to call them to get to, as you power up your abilities and stuff, that you unlock more and more abilities, and then the gameplay will really expands from that, because the more you unlock, the more you learn, the more things your character can do. And so if you keep it, I guess, on the low, if you don't really go hunting for the extra things, then your character's going to stay kind of stagnant as far as the abilities and stuff. It's still a cool game either way, but if there's some really neat things that you can do a little later on in the game once you actually start developing your character's skills. So it's worth the drive and the grind. The only thing with that would be that you really can't like go back with your better powers and redo, But all I can say is that makes you really want to replay the game again. Maybe the next time through you focus on that, and then you're able to kind of get almost a whole new level to the game if you're enjoying all the different avenues and things that your character can do. So I'm excited for it, but yes, I have got to start, but I have not got it finished. And of course, that's this weekend. That's what I'm going to be doing after I wake up from my nap.
You should take a nap. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm just messing with you.
look who got here, bro.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
How dare you?
Bro, this is what happened when you play too much video games, bro.
I
This
know I
is
went to bed at like 4 in the morning.
But you know what? Like, hey, It's not like I'm your boss, but if I was your boss and you were late at work and you say, "Yo, I was playing some shit," I was like, "Bro, me too. I just made it, and you didn't." But I understand. I would have done, I would have been late too. But yeah, thank you, Paul Boss, for being here, man. What's going on with you, player? Good morning.
Always playing games.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And I like to have people in my panel with different opinions. But most importantly, I love my panel to be playing games and different games that I play so they can get me into new stuff, bro, and open my eyes to new experiences. Because, like, if everybody's like minded and everybody has the same opinion, we want to have a very monotonous show in which everybody agrees with what I have to say. And honestly, I need the challenge. Hey, I don't like it
Absolutely.
easy. I like to do my player thing. So, me, cha, dímelo, papi. This is my sparring partner in Mortal Kombat. He's been meeting my shit for years. Shout out to him. Yo, my boy Demo Flow, we love you, bro. I love you too, bro. Can't wait to play some Mortal Kombat. Good matches last night. Last night we were playing some crazy ass matches. He has an amazing Kung Lao. That's the only character he plays. He beats my shit constantly. So shout out to him, bro. He's like literally the best, man. One of the best homies. We met playing Mortal Kombat Arcade in the Xbox 360 online.
Oh
You
wow.
know, and after that we became friends. We used to go to Blockbuster together to get games. Used to go to GameStop when a game come out, wait there and shit. So it's like my Xbox family, and this is one of the reasons what I'm saying, guys. Like, look, Xbox gave me a family that I could choose, right? Friends that I made online that I would never imagine that I would make such amazing people. I have friends from Jamaica, Canada, England. Bro, it's crazy. People like it's amazing to see all the cultures and all the people from different places. And this is what I love. And this is like it is the real deal. This is what exactly what I play video games for the social aspect. But yeah, thank you for to Michelle. And Isai Banda saying the combat is fine for the 10-hour game. It will be repetitive if the game was 20 to 30 hours long. Um, I love seeing you enjoy Bulletstorm demo. Shout out to Next Gen Nero. Yeah, I was playing Bulletstorm. If you watch my latest video, that's all the gameplay, Bulletstorm. But yeah, I wanna now going back to thank you, Next Gen. Going back to South of Midnight, right? Because I wanna hear kind of hear what everybody thinks about the game. I wanna go with I Am Desire and ask him, right? And then Power Boss, because you were latest, then you get to drop
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
That's fine. That's
last
fine.
bars. So I Am Desire, man. How do you feel about the game? Have you played? Let everybody know, how you feeling about it.
I have not played. However, from the gameplay that I have seen, it does look quite interesting, to be
Hmm,
honest.
nice.
So for the
Um,
fanboys that say that all games look uninteresting, I'm sorry. I just no.
yeah, you can just see that. It's just like a disingenuous discourse, right? And like what Dave says, some people find the gameplay repetitive, right? But it's like when you start unlocking your abilities, it's just like the gameplay has different layers. You need to do the perfect dash, then you can dash twice, then you send Cruton, right, to take over some enemies and attack enemies in your stead, which I thought it was genius, an amazing ability. You can you while I was playing here, if you haven't watched the live stream, go ahead and check it out. The reactions are genuine. I wasn't even acting or nothing. This is just the way I felt while I was playing the game, and unlocking new abilities felt crazy. And I look, I was just talking about Mortal Kombat. She has the Scorpion move, the get over here move. She throws that thing and brings you forward, and she beats your shit. You know what I'm saying? So she has some cool moves. I mean, definitely, I feel like the skill tree could have been a bit deeper, right? A little bit better. She could have a little bit more abilities earlier in the game, so that you feel like you. But I did get a nice sense of progress because I was playing it the right way. I was exploring, trying to get the floof, right? Is that how you say it? The floof?
Huh.
And
Yep.
that's how you buy. That's what you the currency that you use to buy your abilities. So I'm all maxed out. I've got like I'm on chapter 10 or 11, and I'm all maxed out. I
Nice.
only had like I think the last layer of each of the abilities to unlock. But like my skill tree is completely maxed out except for one last ability right there. But I'm about to like enter chapter 12 for like pretty much everything. So I feel like the game should have given you this around Uncharted 8 or something, so that you have like a more complete right experience towards the end, and also
Yeah.
to give people a chance to unlock more abilities to those who just wanted to play the story and just focus on the story, so that it would be easier for them. But at the end of the day, like as a gamer, you do want to explore this game because it has a lot of secrets and a lot of like secret areas and stuff. It's just interesting. And I feel like, yeah, okay, the gameplay could be a little bit better, but this is not a bad game at all. It was fun. And look, we got all the games, game of the years that all you do is jump and double jump.
Mhm.
Isn't that repetitive? And it's not to compare, but you know what I'm talking about. We know Super Mario is considered to be one of the best games ever, and all you do is fucking jump and throw balls. Like that's it. You can really do nothing else. Yeah, you get a star here and there. You transform into a raccoon sometimes, but that's about it. And not to throw shade at other games, but like when you play the story in this game, you can tell that this like they powered their soul in it shows the love that they put into this game. So for people to call this mid, it's just crazy. Okay, yeah, we can criticize the game in a constructive way, but that doesn't mean that we have to hate it, right? I criticize Mortal Kombat all the time. I'm always playing. I criticize Apex Legends all the time. I have like 3,000 hours. I criticize Halo. I criticize Gears. And I just still playing and I still love it. I criticize my wife. Sometimes I'll be like, you a bitch.
Gotta
You
be
know what I'm saying?
careful.
Yeah,
Gotta be careful.
but you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that I hate her. It's just a moment, and some things need to be said to keep it real. Also, the feedback help the developers, right, to better their game in case of a sequel. So I really believe they should build upon this foundation. Well, what Dave was right, and I feel like they should follow this formula because I did feel like the game had a certain structure. So you go through a story, and then before you fight the boss, you like sort of running away, and that's the platforming. And then you get into a boss fight, and it sort of has like a structure that you
Yeah.
can almost expect what this is about to happen, but you don't know when. But it's just like, okay, I wanted to say this before I let Power Boss go because I don't want to go for too long. But it feels like the game is well done, right? It's well done, and I feel like each story could be a game itself. Like the story about the crocodile, that could be a game. He could be the final boss. The story about the what is it? The spider looking lady that still kits. No
Mhm.
spoilers. That could be a story on its own. Like there's literally like it's just amazing storytelling in my opinion. I love folk tales. My favorite show is Swamp People, so I love the South, so I'm
Mm.
biased but in
Yeah.
a good way. So shout out to Power Boss. What do you think about the game?
I haven't played it myself. I watched Chaos Lounge. Shout out to him playing it a little bit. I've seen great things about the game. I've seen some bad things about the game. Thank you, Lycos. I see you there. I see you. So from what I understand, the game has a very linear 12, 13 chapters. It's short, 10 hours. Everything is short, concise, and everybody has been praising everything about it except for the repetitive combat.
Mm-hmm.
So now, without playing it myself, that is not a criticism, because if you go back all the way to the old God of Wars, it's the same fast-paced combat, it's the same linear story levels, and this is a little bit more open where you can explore and find secrets. It's not the yellow paint that everybody's used to, although I do notice that it's white paint.
It's white paint.
So everything that you can grab onto and interact with, it's got little white outlines around. So without a criticism of the story, because I haven't tried to spoil myself because I am going to play it, maybe it's not my type of game.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy these types of games. I don't enjoy Souls-likes because I don't like if you make one instant mistake that you're dead kind of thing. I don't like that punishing factor. But aside from that, I if it wasn't for that, I would play the Souls-likes.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Demon Souls, they all have amazing stories. They are great games. Don't get me wrong. They are not my type of games.
Right, and that's
Uh,
fine. That doesn't mean that you have to hate them too. You know,
absolutely, they are
so
beautiful games
you
in
can
every
really
aspect.
appreciate that. And in a game like this, you can say whatever you want about it, but one thing you can't deny is that the game is beautifully well done. It has a nice story. It is what it is, bro. You may
Yeah,
or may not like it for whatever reason, but the game is well done. And it's not to cap, it's not to chill. It's just to keep it real. Because
the only
when we have a good game, we have to say it, man.
the only
It's just how it is.
criticism that I have about it is the stop motion.
Yeah.
The wife said when she was watching the demo for it that it was giving her a little bit of a headache,
Okay.
because she gets the motion sickness.
Right.
So that I can understand. Um, I do know that you can turn it off, but not in the
Yeah.
cutscenes.
Yeah.
So I
I
don't
just
know.
decided to play like this because I was like, they intended for you to play it this way. I'm gonna play it this way. If it
Right.
bothers me, then I remove it. But I didn't have any issues with it. I actually enjoy it, and I thought it was very unique and just a change of pace of the stuff that I'm usually used to play. So this is
Absolutely.
like a good palate cleanser. That's what I would call it. So that I can go back to whooping ass in Mortal Kombat and Call of Duty. That's it. That's how it is.
Right, right.
So
But I'm willing to give it a shot, and I look forward to it. And it's on Game Pass, so if I decide to buy it later, also, that's great. I know Eastside Vaniel's take down there, but I don't agree with that. That's not my take on it, because a lot of games that are this style are repetitive, just like I said, OG God of War. Most of the combat is repetitive. You can do a few different things here and there, and I know as you unlock skills, the combat you make the combat what it is.
yeah.
You change it by the skills you learn. Uh,
Exactly.
and I know Ray
Exactly.
Ray's down in the chat, and he hates my taste on games.
Ray
but
Ray saying, "Boo, power bus."
but no, like I said,
Foolish man.
I will give it a fair shot, and when I play it, I will let you know in a follow up report later.
Right. Fossil 924 is enjoying it. He says, I'm enjoying the game, interesting story with top-notch graphics. And that's the one thing that you can't deny. The eye candy in this game, the beautiful environment, it's just crazy. But anyways, I think we had enough of South of Midnight. We can go ahead and check it out on Game Pass. It released. It was an amazing game. But look, in case you didn't like South of Midnight, it's okay. Look who got here, bro. Look who we got here that just made an appearance on IGN, and they show a little bit of gameplay, which I'm gonna show in here. I'm gonna show the IGN thing. Let me go ahead and find it. But guys, the Outer Worlds 2 previews. Have you guys seen the Outer Worlds preview? Where they? I'm gonna start with you. Have you
I
seen
did.
it?
I did not.
No, I haven't yet.
You did not? I'm gonna show it
Oh,
right
good.
here, right now. Let me if you give me a second. Um, goddamn. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So the Outer Worlds 2 footage by IGN. I hope I don't get copyrighted. If I do, I don't give a shit
You're
because I
good.
just need to show this game. And I can't wait. Look, all of you guys who follow me on Twitter, right? You already know that I just finished the Outer Worlds 2 recently, a couple of months ago. And that was playing it because when they announced it, I was like, bro, like I need to finish the first one because I had like 3 or 4 playthroughs, but I never got to finish. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish it this time. I started a new playthrough on the Spacers Choice Edition, and I was like, let me finish it. And I played the hell out of it, and I finished the whole thing, and I had a blast. I really enjoyed it. And look at now, like they improved the animations of the weapons. When you pull them out, the environments look cleaner, the games look like it's being improved. It's sort of the same formula, so we can expect more of the same that we encountered in Outer Worlds in the original. But like, why change something that worked? For in case you guys don't know, the Outer Worlds was nominated to Game of the Year that year that it released. So let's not play this down because I feel like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I don't feel like this is a big blockbuster game that should be honored with the direct right treatment." So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like this is a big player or just another mid game by Xbox? I'm gonna start with you. I am the not I am Desire with Dave. I'm sorry, and then I'll go to I am Desire, and then Power Boss. We can continue that way. So, what do you think about this, man? You muted.
Okay. Um, I- all right. Ask the question again.
Okay, so what do you really think that the Outer Worlds deserve the direct? Like,
Okay.
or
Yes.
what do you like based on what you're seeing right now on screen? Do you like it or not? Like your opinions, basically.
Yeah. Well, all right. So the last two, I guess directs that they had over the last couple of years, they you know, the games that they highlighted were pretty damn big games. Call of Duty, Starfield. So if they're giving it this kind of, I guess stage to show on, they really must be confident in what it's going to be putting out. So with that alone, I'm excited for it because if they're giving it this kind of spotlight, there's a reason they're giving it this kind of spotlight. It's not gonna, it's not a little tinker toy game or just a rehash of the first one. I think they feel like this has really stepped their game up and grown the franchise even more. So I'm excited for it. And plus two, I mean, this game is probably going to be multi-plat, and that's okay because it's just more money for Xbox to give us more good stuff on Game Pass. And this game is automatically going to be day one on Game Pass, and we don't have to pay any extra money. It's just going to be included in our service. So, it's a big, big, big damn win for us. And I mean, yeah, look at it. It looks great. I'm really, you know, I got to get back into the first one now. It's got me really wanting to play the first one again. So yeah, I'm excited for it, and I think that like I said, there has to be a reason why they're putting it forefront. Putting it up front is because it's going to be big, and they have a lot of belief in it, and I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because I'm excited for it. Aren't you?
Hell yeah! What about you, Desire? How do you feel about it?
So I loved the first game a lot. It's not my favorite Obsidian Entertainment game by any means. I'm not going to lie and say that it is. But it was fucking amazing and it had some really hilarious moments.
Hmm.
Like I remember my first time playing it and I just couldn't stop laughing with the Spacer's
Yeah.
Choice. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's
Bro, people
Choice.
making fun, people trying to sell you the company and saying the little thing that they say, like the little insignia thing they say in the company, trying to sell you the company, Space's Choice,
I
buy
love
tuna,
that.
whatever. It's like
Yeah.
funny shit. Yeah.
So yeah, I loved it. Do I think it's gonna be better than the first one? Of course, because I think Obsidian is amazing at making games. Hell, I even liked Avowed, and a lot of people tried to tell me that it wasn't a good game, but here I
Hmm.
am still playing it.
Hmm.
So, but I do hope that this one succeeds, and then we end up getting, like I said before, a Fallout from Obsidian again because I need it.
I feel you. And you, Pablo, so are you excited about Outer Worlds? Did you play the first one?
I played a little bit of the first one because it does remind me of Fallout. It seems like it is an outstanding game. I played only a little bit of it. It does remind me of Fallout, and um, I'm looking forward to it. And if IGN is giving it scrutiny and they're giving it spotlight, then I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be equal to or succeed what Avowed did because I loved Avowed too.
Right. I mean, I feel like the game is showing really great right here. I hear people online saying that there's a screen tearing in the footage, and I could see some of the screen tearing in the footage, but for those who don't know, chances are that this game was like recorded on a PS5 or something.
And
I don't
alpha footage.
and it's alpha too. And it's also like screen tearing in games is like it's just like basically your display or your capture card messing up. I just feel like that's Obsidian, like you see Avowed, it was pretty well optimized for what it was. So I don't feel like they're about to release something as big as Outer Worlds 2 in a bad state, in a bad shape. So I mean, so like what they're showing you here is in quality mode. There's a lot of ray tracing and everything going on. As you can see, they're showing you the reflections and all that. And look, who in the hell plays a game like this going so slow? So this is my issue too when Xbox give these people access to try games. Like give access to people who actually play games, bro, who actually know what the hell they're doing. This is like terrible gameplay. I know you're trying to show the game, but like nobody really plays like this. You play like it will take you ages to
I heard
finish
one
the game playing like this.
one person comment that said that whoever was playing this was Dean Takahashi levels.
Yeah, like I mean, you literally walking towards everything. Like you making it seem like the game is slow and boring.
Yeah.
So when people look at this gameplay, like, is this game really gonna be like that? It's gonna be like when they show Starfield too. They didn't show like the cool shit that you could do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just show us the cool stuff, bro. Forget about all this reflection shit. Like, nobody gives a shit. I'm not gonna be playing this game looking at reflections and at the environment so much. I wanna shoot people and fuck shit up. And this is what I play video games. I don't play video games to be all careful and shit. Nah, I want to go all out and do crazy shit. Now, the fact that you have the choice to play it stealthily, that's amazing. But like make it flashy, bro, so that people buy into it, and the people can see like it's fun. Like this right here, this gameplay, I'm gonna be honest with you, is boring as hell. But then again, a boring person might be playing. No shade thrown. It is what it is. You didn't show me no movement. You didn't show me no gameplay. You didn't show me no melee crazy attacks and setups with like a bunch of abilities that you have in the game. You had your companions too. You didn't show me the abilities of the companion. It's almost like after they try to sabotage the game into making it seem like it's bad. And look, that might be the person just playing the game, but that's just my opinion. So I'm super excited for the Outer Worlds 2. I feel like the only thing that Obsidian has to do to have a hit here is to follow the same formula and just go ahead and the criticism that the first game had, just go ahead and expand on it on this one, try to fix it. And I mean, I feel like give me guns, give me abilities, give me cool stuff to do, and I'm happy. The game looks great. I feel like they try to replicate what they did with Avowed, that it was rarely any dope moment in Avowed. It was just like you find stuff, you kill people, talk to somebody, dialogue is over, go kill people, find stuff, solve puzzle, kill people. It was just like a good gameplay look that keep you engaged, and it's just sort of like it wasn't boring. So I hope that they do the same with this game. And I want to ask you guys about the scale. Do you guys want this game to be in a larger scale than the first one? Because I know that was one of the criticisms of the first one, that it was too short. In my opinion, it wasn't, because it took me like 40, 50 hours to finish it, but whatever. But how do you guys feel about it? Should it be like in a bigger scope, or should they maintain the same scope? Maybe make it smaller, more concentrated in the gameplay and fighting? What do you guys think about it? Any of you?
So they did say when coming out with the game that it was going to be bigger than the first one, and there was going to be more to explore. So I'm pretty excited for it. Again, I utterly love Obsidian Entertainment's RPGs because they just put so much detail into it every single time. I have yet to see a single one that I've played that has not had a just insane amount of detail. It's kind of like a Obsidian Entertainment staple, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I feel like this is a year of Obsidian, right? We got, they dropping 2 AAA games in the same year. That's it. This is only one studio, guys. This is only one studio. Not only that, they had the PlayStation ports last year, right? With the Grounded. And I mean, they just been killing it, man. They just been killing it. What about you, Wet Dave? How you feel?
I think that, as Dart would say, I think the length is fine, but I do think that I mean, if they're going to make it bigger, that's great. More stuff to do. But I agree that I thought the first one was I thought it was just right. So it was a good length. But if there's going to be more into it, I mean, we're maybe getting deeper into the lore. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. Bigger the better. I mean, I don't want like 100 hours, but 50, 60. I'm cool with that. Let's do it.
Yeah. What about you, Bob Boss? Looking forward?
I'm absolutely looking forward to trying the second one. I'll go back and I'll play the first one and make a better informed decision later. Like I said, I only played maybe an hour or so of the first one, so I didn't definitely get into the meat and potatoes of the game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the second one has to offer. As far as RPGs go, especially when they're open world like this, the game is only as fast or as short as you make it, because people play Starfield, and I think the quickest that you can go through the Unity is something like 15, 16 hours. But the game can be played for hundreds of hours because it has so much choice that you can do. So I have a feeling that Outer Worlds 2 is going to be similar to that. It's going to be 10 to 20 hours for the base game, but it's so expansive and large, and there's so much to do that you're going to be easily spending 50 to 100 hours into it. Same thing with Avowed.
I don't know that you could do Outer Worlds, not even the first one, in 10 hours. There's so much to do and so much that you have to get through that this game is at least going to be 30 hours. At least. Like, you're going to have to be racing through these games to finish it in 30 hours. I mean, Avowed took me like 60 hours to finish. And I was playing it, not to a level of completion. I didn't do everything. I was just doing stuff that I wanted to do, in the game, which is like the way that you should play.
Absolutely.
I feel like this game is going to be massive now. And now that they give it the spotlight on the direct, I think it's going to be even greater.
And I keep telling everybody, you're going to want to watch June 8th. June 8th at that Xbox showcase is going to kill at the GDC. And I have a feeling that we're going to be so surprised at some of the things that they're going to show. And that's after this Outer Worlds 2 possibly comes out. We got Doom coming up. Expedition 33 is right around the corner. South of Midnight just released. We also have Subnautica 2 sometime this year. We've got Towerborn that's about to release.
Yep.
There's just so many great games that people are going to want to play. Now, maybe it's not for everybody, but there's enough of an audience for each of them that there are going to be players.
Yeah.
And
me personally, I want to try them all out. I mean, something like Expedition 33, I wouldn't spend $70 or even $40 or even $20 to play it, because I'm not really into turn-based. But the fact that it's on Game Pass, it's just like, I'm going to try it. And what are the chances? Maybe I fucking love it. Like, I have loved some of the Game Pass games that I thought that I would never like.
That game looks beautiful.
Yeah, by the way, it looks beautiful, yeah. So that's it. I think we covered the Outer Worlds 2 previews and the reactions. I feel like everybody's excited about it, and it's Obsidian, so everybody should be excited about it. So we're going to talk about the spicy topic. So we got out all the good stuff. All the good stuff is out. That was the good. So now we're going to get into the bad, the ugly, and the nasty, because what in the fuck is going on, y'all? What in the hell is going on with Sony PlayStation trying to sell you The Last of Us again? I don't know. Help me out here, guys. If you got any bars, just go ahead, take the floor.
I find it utterly insane that not just are they re-releasing a game from PS4 and the PS3 again after being proven that they're not making another game, but the fact that they are re-releasing a game that they've already remastered, both of which for this generation, but this time for $120. That is ridiculous.
If you thought that was ridiculous,
$110 for both of them together. The Universe Collection doesn't have anything new added to it, and on the fact that the game, like Desire just said, that it's already been remade, remastered, and oh my god, it is $120. Oh, Jesus.
But wait,
it's $120. It's ridiculous.
But it has a comic book. It comes with it, and it has a special note from Neil Druckmann himself.
Fuck Neil Druckmann.
Oh, that can go in the trash. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, but it's got to be worth something. Maybe not.
Yeah, look at this.
I mean, I got the first game because I was supporting the actors.
Box?
And I
So
got
what's
that all
on
the
the
way back on the
box?
PS3.
Let me make this bigger. That's what she
Jesus.
said.
You need
Hey,
that meme, man. You need that meme from
Yeah, that's what she said.
yeah.
How are they going to re-release it? And again, I utterly detest when they remaster something and they don't remaster the entirety of it. They still don't have factions.
Where's
How?
factions? Mhm.
And I'm not even a factions fan. I just
Yep.
know it's fucking BS that they're remastering something and they're not adding the thing that everyone is still asking for.
Yep. Yep. You know, I mean, what this clearly says, and that ponies are in such denial, is that PlayStation has fucking nothing to give. Nothing. They have nothing. Absolutely fucking zero. Everybody, oh, they got this and they got this, and I can hardly wait to watch the new Xbox / PlayStation showcase. No, there's no secret showcase. There's nothing. Ghost of whatever. Fuck
That's
one
why.
fucking game.
That's it.
Who gives a fuck, man?
And they're going to re-release it like 18
exactly,
times.
exactly. Wait for Baby Steps 3. Oh, wait, dang. Yeah, it's dude, they have nothing. They have nothing. And they've done it to themselves, man. They got greedy. They tried to go after, like 12 gas games and canceled all but one or two so far. So yeah, and I guarantee you the other one's probably going to get canceled before long. It's dude, they did it to themselves, and people like JTAG and stuff just don't they don't want to they just don't want to they don't want to admit it, and it's sad. And they don't. That's the funniest thing. That's what I like watching. Oh no, it's Alex, and he just
Yeah.
rips the absolute fucking shit out of these guys. I mean, he gives it as good as he gives, and dude, it is so fucking sad. And even when one of the ponies, it was MBG, that kind of gives him just a little bit of a little Sony, a little bit of smoke themselves, and then he gets roasted by the community. Whoa, what are you doing? Blah blah blah. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, whatever, dude. Quit being pussies, man. You have nothing. I would love for some, like, maybe like a panel of like 3 diehard Xbox guys and 3 diehard ponies to just sit and duke it out and watch the ponies end up crying in the corner when it's all said and done, because they have fucking nothing, dude. Nothing.
But
Nothing at
console
all.
sales with Dave, that's the important part out of all these. It doesn't matter how many games Xbox has, as long as the console is not selling, Xbox is shit and PlayStation is the GOAT. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
It is so amazing that they're not making a new Horizon. Okay, as mid or as good as you want to say that game was, my wife loves it, both of them. I enjoyed the first one, but no, the games are still mid. Okay, but the second one, the only thing that I can take away from the entirety of the second one is the movie Bolt, the little dog. Because what did they do about Bolt? Making movies, and the whole thing led up to one line: aliens.
Okay.
And that's all I think about Horizon Forbidden West. Okay.
Aliens.
And they're not making the next God of War. Instead, they're giving us cosmetics that you still have to level them all the way up to even see. And then there's what else do they have? A new Spider-Man where they're going ahead with Miles Morales and they're sidelining Peter Parker.
That's so annoying too.
And they're giving Mary Jane more missions.
They're giving people what they want,
and
Bobby.
they're making her more powerful than Spider-Man with a little taser. I mean, come on. What are they doing over there? Because you can't.
Fossil924 saying you guys are mean. Nintendo and Sony aren't greedy. No, they are. They're the best. We just love the way it hurts, like Rihanna and Eminem. Like the way it hurts. That's a song for all the fanboys out there. If you're a Nintendo fanboy, if you're a Sony PlayStation fanboy, like, understand this, bro. Y'all getting milked. Like, we're not telling you stop buying it. We're not telling you stop loving the games that you love. We're just telling you you're getting milked, and it's crazy that you are here taking it like it's nothing. like, dry without Vaseline. Come on, guys, do better. Y'all got to speak up. Look, we criticize Xbox.
They've
Like,
got what,
we love
4,
it, but we
5,
criticize it too. Like, do that. You guys, like,
6.
the fact that they look Xbox there's rumors that Gears won't have multiplayer. We criticize that. Everybody
Oh,
be
I
like, what the fuck?
absolutely.
We
I
hate
think
that choice. And we got a voice now. Like back in the day, we had no voice. We had to wait for the Informer. What was it, like the magazine to
Yeah.
see what the
The
hell was
Game
going on.
Informer, which is closed now, it's such a
But
shame.
they reopened it again.
Did
And
they?
now
Oh.
they're going
They
to
just
start
did.
publishing again. Yeah, they did. But yeah, like now we have a voice. We have like people with that channels. Like this is a small ass channel, but we got people with like over 100,000 subscribers. Like not even saying anything about Sony. Sony's great, console sell, Xbox is dead. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, grow a pair, and you know what I mean. Back up your fan base, the people who are watching you, so that I mean, the people who don't have a voice, because most of the fans they say shit, but nobody listens to them. It's
Mhm.
up to us to, as a content creator, right, to have the decency to call this shit out. If you don't do that, then all these companies are gonna start, banging us against the wall, and that's just the way it is, bro. It's just dirty. It's just nasty. And look, we like these games where we're conscient that these motherfuckers, what they want is our money. They don't give a shit. All
If-
of these companies, Xbox included. And look, it's just the way it is. But before we continue, let me rock with the chat because I know they're active down there, and I don't want to neglect them. So, yeah, say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
If Sony wants to make money, there's 3 games series that all they would have to do is just make a new version and release it on PC. Sly Cooper,
Mhm.
Jack and Dexter, and Bloodborne. And if they didn't want to make Bloodborne, that's fine. Infamous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got the IP to survive. They just don't, because
They
what
wanna
happened.
keep re-releasing all these fucking games from the PS4. It's getting under my. I'm getting so tired of it.
But you know what happened, Desire? Sony PlayStation can't take risk, and that's a fact. They're in a dire position at the moment financially. Whether they're selling consoles or not doesn't mean that they're healthy. Like if you think about it, Sony PlayStation to this day cannot release something like South of Midnight. South of Midnight is not a game that was made to be a financial success. That this is not a game was designed to be Call of Duty or make Fortnite money. It's a game that was based just like, okay, we're gonna give you we're gonna support your artistic direction or what you want to make, your passion, so that we can provide people with different content in our live service, in our service, which is Game Pass, to give and add variety to the service. Not every game has to be a hit. Variety has to exist for people to stay with the subscription. So this is what, like, we get games like Pentiment. We get games like Grounded. We get games like this. And it's like some people, games like fucking Hi-Fi Rush that, and they're just games to be, if you call it what you want, they fillers for the subscription service, but at the same time, they're welcome. Why? Because they add variety to the service.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Taylor Parker. He says, shout out, hello to my beautiful people. See Power Boss. Taylor Parker saying, bro, your channel deserves more subscribers. You are awesome, bro. Thank you so much for that, man. I really needed that because somebody said the other day, like, oh, it's so annoying that I run into your channel. Like he said something like that. You fanboys keep fighting about plastic boxes, but the fact that he just went ahead and commented on it, I feel like the algorithm just like worked because it got triggered because it was
Yep.
obviously a Sony fan or a Nintendo fan. Power
Yep.
Boss with a live service announcement. Smash the like button, Joe. Yep. Demo Flow Gaming here is spoiling. No, I'm not spoiling. I just said some shit about Safamina, but not a spoiler. Isai Vanda saying repetitive is just what some are saying to hate on the game because they know them saying they hate it because Black Girl will expose them even more. All games have repetitive combat. Look at ER. Yeah, I mean, without getting into the whole thing, I feel like some people, like somebody told me that this game was just for black people. Like, Somebody said that to me on Twitter. Like,
Wow.
I didn't look. I played the game and I didn't feel threatened. I'm Latino and I didn't feel threatened in any way. You feel some type of way because the character is
Yeah.
black. Then you don't like Blade. You don't like a bunch of other freaking amazing characters that are black, like Black Panther and whatnot, and they're cool too. You know, I mean, it's just like it's just video games, bro. Stop bringing real life shit into video games. It doesn't matter what color she is. She could be a fucking cat for all I care. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
we got straight to that.
So Alfonso saying he's enjoying the game.
Yeah.
He's gonna finish it this weekend. I see Roddy Revenge in the house. Dímelo, Bobby. He say Outer Worlds 1 was pretty good. I wish it had cheap combat like Starfield. Well, maybe that's one of the things that they improve upon, but I'm not expecting Outer Worlds 2 to be Starfield. Let's get that out of the way. It's not Starfield. It might not have the same scale as Starfield. Is a much bigger game. It wasn't the making for like 20 years. So, I mean, we guys got to keep our expectations on check, right? Because it's not going to be like Starfield, but it's going to be a great game in its own right, right?
This is gonna sound crazy. I didn't really like Starfield.
That sounds crazy.
No, it's not crazy at all.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people who didn't like it, but
I didn't like it, and I love Bethesda. Like
what people are complaining about is the fact that they're trying to compare Starfield to every other Bethesda game, every other RPG, every other mechanic that's in every other game that is similar. And that is the problem. Starfield takes it and makes it all into one game, and it adds on the shipbuilding, which makes it unique.
That's cool.
And it's great. But what it doesn't do, people say it's a mid game, but you can still love a mid game.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say this: the only thing that Starfield lacked, in my opinion, that would have made it 100 times more entertaining was humor. They lacked that humor that the Outer Worlds, like you say, Desire. From the beginning of the Outer World, when the ship smashes on the guy that is supposed to be the captain of your ship, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Like from the beginning, you are laughing and you're smiling because you know the game is gonna be funny and it's gonna be fun. Starfield took itself too serious at some points, and they really need, like when you play video games, people need to understand this. Not everybody is lacking to play something like The Last of Us and want to cry at the end and feel emotional and all of that. You want the game to be funny, to be fun. And I think Starfield took itself very serious. And that's, to some people, that's what they like. Some other people didn't like Borderlands 3 because it wasn't so serious and it was too funny. And it had a bunch of toilet humor. That's a criticism that
that's
the
Borderlands
3.
Though.
Exactly, but that's one of the criticism that Borderlands 3 took because they had too much toilet humor.
For 4 to come out and seeing what different spins and takes and other different areas in the universe it takes us to.
Oh no, I'm already locked in. That Borderlands is one of my favorite games. So what I'm saying, Starfield is a different type of game, and I did think that fair criticism would be like add some spice, add some flavor to the game because it was like in that sense. When you compare it to something like the Outer Worlds, it didn't have these many funny moments. It did have some humor, right? Especially with the robot. What's the name? I forgot the name of the robot. No, the robot that hangs out with you. The little robot that is your companion. I forgot his name.
In Starfield?
Yeah, in Starfield. Yeah. He did say some funny stuff. You have some companions that say, yeah, Vasco, he did say some funny stuff, but it could have been funnier, right? Yeah. It is a fair criticism.
And it's the fact that Vasco had those funny lines, but that was like the only funny lines in the whole game, pretty much.
Exactly.
So they could have expanded on that.
And also, they did put the adoring fun. So if you want a more fun experience, do like I did. And, I had that dude with me 24/7. I don't know. You guys know about the adoring fun, right?
Yeah.
The guy who pops up, be like, oh, I breathe the same air. Let me inhale every molecule. He was so much fun. I did love rocking with him, but other than that, the game wasn't as fun. But moving on from Starfield, because we're not talking about Starfield
voice actor.
Yeah, we're not talking about Starfield.
Yeah.
Back to Sha, I'll say this game gameplay reminds me of Raytech playing Doom as a tactical shooter instead of run and gun shooter. Yeah. The gameplay for the Outer Worlds 2 that IGN showed wasn't really good, man. Riot Gaming, Starfield slander. Nah, bro, we're not hating on Starfield. We love it. I love Starfield. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10 when I reviewed it, and I thought it was great. I thought yeah, it's much better now. Straight up, it's much better. But yeah, other than that, let's keep going, guys. So Sony announced The Last of Us again. They're charging $120. We already seen what's on the box. So it comes with a steel book, a Left Behind prequel chapter, The Last of Us American Dreams comic book, number 1 and 4 with new cover art, a set of art prints, and a thank you letter from Neil Druckmann. It should read like a fuck you letter. That's literally what it is, a fuck you letter. So any bars, any more bars that you guys have on The Last of Us being released as many times as Skyrim?
Look, okay, so Skyrim, I understand why it gets released a lot because it was a fucking phenomenal success. The game is, I wouldn't say it's my favorite game, but it's one of my favorite medieval games, medieval RPGs, I should say. Is it the best? No. I still I personally believe that Oblivion is better. But that's because I like the arena more than I care about the game. That was one thing they don't have in the thing. But the game should not be re-released when all it is just a fucking story game that is mostly cutscene. And the first one's fine, the second one is terrible. I don't like the second one at all.
Yeah. What else? We have any other bars on that? That's it. We're good to go.
Now,
'Cause
I've
we got-
always said that when you release a game and you want to remake it and remaster it and all this, that just make sure that it is not playable on the current consoles today. Skyrim
Yeah.
was the only exception because look at how massive Skyrim is. Look at how much open worldness you can do. That game makes sense. And most of the reason why they re-released that game is because when they changed the engine and they updated the game, it broke everything in the game for mod wise. But other than that, I am fully against that as well. I mean, look at Diablo 3. I got that on PC. I got another copy on PC. I got the Switch 2 or the Switch version of that. I got the Xbox version of it. I mean, I love Diablo 3, but
By the
Diablo
way,
2 is still my favorite.
It's just dropped on Game Pass this week. They just dropped it on Game Pass. So go ahead and check out.
Yes,
Diablo 3
sir.
It's only on Xbox. The PC version is not available now because it had issues. So they put it out and they're gonna re-release it on PC for Game Pass soon enough. But yeah, you can play it on the Xbox though. That's freaking dope because I started it one time. I think that they gave it a free weekend or something. I played a weekend long. I was hooked, but then I was like, I forgot about it. I didn't buy it, and look at now, it's on Game Pass, so I can't wait to play it. So let's get into our next topic, yo. That bro, what the hell is? I don't know if you guys heard about this. Have you guys heard about Sony quietly rises the prices of the PlayStation Plus in 15 South American countries? So you guys hear about this?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's fucking
No, I missed that.
ridiculous. Yeah, they raised in like El Salvador. Was it also Guatemala? I know El Salvador was one of them, and I was like, why?
Yeah,
and they're
I
like,
didn't
oh,
hear
because
about
of
this.
the economy for them. And I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense.
I got the article. I'm gonna pull it out right now.
And then you had people trying to defend it because Sony. And
Oh,
Sony
yeah.
can never do anything bad.
Never happened.
Never. You see now. I'm gonna pull it out. The actual article from Push Square. Here it is. It said PS Plus price hikes strike even more countries. So right now you can see the PS Plus Essential is they give you the prices, and here it is. This price of PS Plus subscription across all tiers will be increasing in April 16, 2025 in 15 Latin American countries. Sony has today announced the countries affected are as follows. So Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, and Uruguay. All these countries are affected. And here you can see it's a little explanation. Let me make it. Let me make it like what the hell? I made it too big. She didn't say that. She didn't say that. Damn.
Try out, mister.
Okay, so according to those affected, this price reflects a $10 increase for 12 months of PS Plus Essential, a $14 increase for 12 months of PS Plus Extra, and an $18 increase for PS Plus Deluxe. The final one is in PS Plus Premium. By the way, it is PS Plus Deluxe. This is the option Sony offers to countries that can't stream PS3 games, so it's a worse deal. The announcement comes as Sony announces 8 new games will be coming to PS Plus Extra and PS Plus Premium next week, including Hogwarts Legacy, that is $15 everywhere. Are you affected by the price increases? Let us know in the comment below, you guys. I know that a lot of Latinos watch me, so how do you guys are feeling? I know a lot of you live here in the USA, but what the hell is going on? And how do you guys feel, the panel here, about the price increase? Do you think it's justified based on
No.
Hogwarts Legacy by itself? Like, they increasing $10. Like, this is crazy. $10 a year for the game that's $15 currently anywhere. This is crazy.
Again, I am fully against paying for online a second time after you've already paid for online. But I just don't understand. I don't understand why they're now doing this regional shit. And you know it's going to eventually, if nobody cares, they're going to start doing it to America, London, and everything. And it's just ridiculous. This stuff needs to be stopped. And I'm getting tired of all these companies being anti-consumer. I'm getting so tired of it.
Wow. But look, there's an explanation for everything, Desire. So come on, let's not blame Sony, because they explain the increase are a result of global market conditions. By increasing the prices, it says it can continue offering high quality games and value added benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Joy in every nation. PlayStation. To all
God damn it.
God damn it.
The only thing I have to say is, what value are they bringing? Because they're not giving the games that we're wanting. Games that we're excited for, they're just poof, they're up and gone.
I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy. What do you guys think? In the comments, bro. I personally think, okay, I don't know. I don't feel like Sony PlayStation has I mean, any reason whatsoever to be higher in the prices. I know that there's tariffs now, all of that's going on with the economy worldwide and all of that. But these motherfuckers are doing this out of greed, because these guys are already getting milked on their deals that they have with PS Plus.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even
the
have
value that they have. They're already
premium,
getting
they have
ripped off.
deluxe.
They're already getting ripped up. They don't even have, like you said, they don't even have premium. They have deluxe. What the fuck is going on, bro? Y'all need to call this shit out, bro. Y'all need to like say it. And you know, I know people say, "Oh, you always cry about the prices, man." These motherfuckers are like, you know, like literally like taking your money, bro. Say something. Like, I'm not telling you to like don't subscribe. I'm not telling you to throw your PlayStation in a trash can. I'm not telling you to run it over or shoot it or stab it. I'm just telling you, speak the fuck up. Say something. Made negative videos about it. PlayStation, you suck. I mean, you made negative videos about Snow White.
I want to say this. It's one thing when you get a product, right? You paid for an old video game, you know, N64 era, you know, GameCube, PS1, PS2, Xbox OG, 360. You paid for a game, you got a product. You could buy the same little handheld games, a Tamagotchi, and you get exactly what you want. All right. It doesn't change. You pay for what you get, right? But the difference is, When you pay for a subscription service, you have an expectation, okay, that the service is going to evolve, that it's going to change and give you what you want. That's why you subscribe. That's how they keep you subscribed. Okay. Netflix does it with movies. Disney Plus does it with movies and shows that they have, that they own, right? Or that are everywhere that they offer you. Okay. Netflix tried for a while where if you watched it on your computer, you could actually download it. So if whatever's in your subscription lapses, those that you downloaded, you can still have at least to watch those for a time. You just don't get the new stuff if you unsubscribe. Okay. Xbox, you subscribe to Game Pass. You get service after service after service of fan-made first-party games that are coming to the Xbox service. Maybe not AAA, because look at Power World, it was AA, but it's a damn good game. People love it, and you can do so much with it. You got, trial games that are coming out, little indie studios from a French studio with Expedition 33, Clair Obscur, and people are really excited and looking forward to that. Okay, but you're getting stuff in the service. Okay, it is evolving. You get to play your games, this, that, and the other. When it comes to PlayStation Plus, they have an amazing back catalog of PS1 through PS4 that you can all buy on the PlayStation Store and use it and play it and have fun with it and enjoy your type of genre. But when it comes to the PS5 and the PS Plus and all these different tiers, you're not getting day one games. Okay. In countries that are in South America, you don't even get the same equivalent of the highest tier. So you're still not getting the streaming service of games. The PS Portal is immediately out. And I don't think people are realizing that. And then you have to look, you're getting a game demo that you can only play for 2 hours? And the service for refunds is abysmal.
Yeah, it's crazy. They don't do that.
Man.
They don't do that. Yeah.
They do, but you have to have not opened the game.
No. If you buy it digitally off the store, if you even download it, you can't refund it.
Oh, I thought it was if you just open it. I apologize. I was wrong.
If you download it, you don't get a refund just because
Nintendo doesn't have refunds, and that's also
Nintendo's even worse about refunds. Yeah,
it's worse. And how people go ahead and chill for Nintendo and they defend it like to cape and spade. That's just weird to me, especially because they're fucking you over and you all here, taking out the heads in their stead.
And let's also not forget that Nintendo is also the only one of the big three that whenever you go and try to buy a used copy of the game, you're maybe getting a $10 discount. You're not getting half off. You're not getting buy two, get one free. You're paying damn near full price every single time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nintendo.
Yeah, fuck him. What about you, Whit Day? How you feel about the whole thing?
Well, I mean, it's like a scam, man. It really is. I mean, it's taking everything from you, man. You guys have said it, really. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's so disappointing, really. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It's just why are they doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
They're greedy.
Exactly. It's greed. It's all it is, man. It's absolute, total, 1000% greed.
That's the actual name of the episode, greed. So I'm just glad that everything came full circle to greed. And I see some people, because I don't know if you know about this ad by Microsoft, the mouse. I'm gonna try to play it here for you guys. But what we do that, some people were saying that Microsoft market right Xbox based on their value, but the fact is that they done that for a long time. They even allow you to join Game Pass for $1, and nobody took the deal. Everybody was like, "Fuck you, Xbox."
That went away with Starfield, and then now it's come back in a new fashion that I found out that it's $1 for 14 days trial.
Game Pass is I hate even though I'm not fully for paying for any of that for anything, Game Pass is more pro consumer than fucking every single console has been.
Absolutely.
Every single other one. Sony is screwing over their fans. Nintendo's screwing over their fans. Fuck them.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to play the ad because I thought it was funny, and then
Yeah, I
we can
missed the
talk
ad.
about it. No, we're gonna watch it here, and hold up. Let me just get it from the beginning. But when we speak about it, my thing is that I feel like a lot of people are not giving Xbox their flowers for keeping everything pro consumer to an extent. And I'm not saying they're good because I mean tomorrow they could come over here and say Game Pass is $50, right?
They
Based on
do
the
that.
value
No, I won't be
and
too
based
happy either.
on the value that others like Nintendo and Sony have given to the games, right? Because I mean, at some point they're gonna have to go ahead and try to match their price because that's another thing that these people with the hive mentality think that just because something is cheap is bad, right? Like they usually call games on Game Pass fodder, or Game Pass filler, or butcher games that meet games on Game Pass. They call it all this shit just because we get a better deal, right? So people tend to be when it comes to like stuff that we buy that some people who are like very ignorant think that's because something is expensive it means it's better, right? So based on this commercial, people were crying, right? Because they be like, oh, so you Xbox fanboys or Xbox dudes or people who play on Xbox are rats. That's what they got out of it. And if you notice in the commercial, the dude is a rat until he grabs the controller. So the way that I interpret this is like, stop talking shit and play games. That's literally what it is. And stop, like use gaming instead of for something negative to something to take you out of the real life to to do something different so that you can relax and forget about your everyday problems. And that's just the way they are interpreted. But I can expect ponies to do the same because we already know the Sony PlayStation fanboys can fucking read. Imagine giving an interpretation of something like like this commercial. So I want to see your take on this one because it was making the rounds on Twitter. Everybody was speaking about it. It was trending. So I kind of want to see what you guys say. Do you feel offended by this commercial? And I want to start off, of course, with our homie Web Dave. And then we do I Am Desire, and then again Power Boss, the last one because it was late. All
Punished.
right,
Uh, I,
punishment.
I like it, man. I like it a lot. I think it's cool. It's smart. Of course, they're gonna, pony bots are gonna, or ponies are gonna be like, you look like rats. Fuck that shit, man. It's awesome. It's a great commercial. It really is. And they need to keep doing this kind of stuff. This needs to be like the beginning of an onslaught of Game Pass advertisement, all different kinds of levels, not just the rat thing, but just continue and beat it over their head, show the hits, show like the big games coming, and just this is where you need to be. This is where you play. Play anywhere with Game Pass. Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. That is absolutely what they need to drive home, beat it in their head, and make sure everybody knows that there's nothing better than
Play it day one with Game Pass.
right, man. Game Pass, baby. It's what it's all about. That's where the future of gaming is going, man. I'm telling you, it is it. We are going to dominate like no other. And I say we because stockholder.
Seems to be that way, to be honest.
What about you, Desire? How you feel about this commercial? You feel offended? Like you feel like
No,
somebody attacked you?
I think it's fucking hilarious to make fun of anything what people tries to throw in your face and calls you something. If you make fun of that, oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, I think the commercial is really good, and I feel like they back at it like they used to do this shit back in the day. I remember during the original Xbox, they had like commercials that'll make you right like feel like it's like auto spark right conversations, and I like that because I feel like that's very clever. Like people are always talking about Xbox, and there's no such thing as bad, as bad advertisement. So the
Bad
fact that
press.
everybody's talking about it, they got it in the back of their mind. They always can count on Game Pass, and it's just like it just hits like damn. It's just like he attacks the subconscious mind, and it goes way deeper than you might think by just watching this commercial. They programming you, but you don't even notice. But I want to go to Power Boss, man. What the hell do you think about this, man? Drop your bars.
I absolutely think it is hilarious as hell because life, as we know, is running the rat race, is what it's called. So what this tells me is not that Xbox players or gamers in general are rats. It is you are a rat in the rat race of life, and then you play video games to escape life.
Yep.
That is what I take away from it.
Not a bad
I think
thing.
it's a phenomenally done commercial, and understanding in the chat exactly hits it on the head. Stop running the rat race of everyday life and enjoy some games.
I don't see that.
Agreed.
There you
And
go. Understanding. Shout out to him. Yeah.
Perfectly embodies everything that I was just about to say. Shout out to him. He said it before I did. It's absolutely amazing. And I agree with you, Web Dave. They need to have an absolute phenomenal Game Pass commercial coming up that's going to say, hey, we got all this coming day one in Game Pass. And like I said, probably a couple of weeks ago now, they announced in one of the most recent Phil Spencer interviews, I think it was with Destin, that they're not hiding the logos on the box anymore. So when they show these trailers, they're going to show the PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch 2. They're going to show PC, Xbox, whether it's in Game Pass or not, day one. Or if it's not, they're going to say, hey, okay, it's coming later to this date. They're not shying away from the logos anymore. So I think June 8th, when they do the GDC, the Xbox Showcase is going to blow everybody's mind. And it's going to be absolutely outstanding what they're going to do, what they can show. And this is after some of the big bangers of the year have dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's no way in absolute hell that anybody come this Game Awards can say Xbox is not going to top the front runners of all the games. And unless they show, the Doom, but it's going to be the PS5 version, or Indiana Jones because it was released on PS5. Those are Xbox games, but we're showing the PlayStation version. We're hyping up the PlayStation version. It's only good because it's on the PlayStation. No.
Mm-mm.
It's a great game because it's a great fucking game.
Doom will have already been out, so I don't know why they would show it.
Well, no, I'm not saying for the GDC specifically. At June 8th. I'm talking about things that are coming after June 8th. For instance, Death Stranding 2 comes out at the end of the month on the 24th or 27th.
Yep.
I have a full feeling that Death Stranding 2 is going to have an announcement trailer at the GDC that pre-orders are going to be available day one right then and there.
Nice.
Starting then, and it's going to come out day one on Game Pass and PC the same time as PlayStation, even though right now it's only marketed as PlayStation. And I only feel that way because it's Kojima, not because he has a contract with Sony. I mean, he very well might, and it might be delayed on Xbox and PC. That's fine. It is what it is because he did start making Death Stranding 2 before, but he himself has said he wants more Xbox releases. His game, Death Stranding 1, good, bad, or indifferent, damn near doubled in population of players when it released on Xbox.
Yep.
And it's a great walking simulator or game, delivery service, whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's got a good story.
It is still beautiful. It is still beautiful.
That's true. That's the one thing you can take away from it. But yeah, I want to say hi to this pay, man. What's up, Boricuas and Latinos in the house? Dímelo, papi. Demo Flow Gaming. Ya tú sabes. Shout out to P. Lump, E. Rank. I see you over there. The Archangel Nexus, Pop. Shout out to him, member of the panel. He's recording. I can't wait to have him back in here, man. Shout out to him. Dave Reese in the building. Dímelo. Demo, Power Boss, and Wade Dave. And Desire too. Don't leave him out. God damn it.
Yeah.
DOA.
We'll make him a regular. We'll make him a regular.
Yeah, I am Desire, man. I really appreciate you always, coming to the show and hanging out with us, bro. You're a great asset to the channel and the community, man. And I just can't wait to have you
I'm an okay
more here. Come on, man.
Whatever.
Hey, I am Desire as a content creator. He's doing Salt videos.
Yeah.
He plays Marvel Rivals. He gives his thoughts and opinions just like everybody else.
Even if it's not
gamer.
like.
He's a gamer.
He's a gamer.
Make no mistake. He is a gamer.
But yeah, damn, about this rat race commercial, I really feel like it was cool that they did something like that. It was creative, and it's also a collaboration with Samsung, with the Samsung TV that is going to include Game Pass, and they've been doing this for a while now, so it looks like they're continuing with this collaboration. That, bro,
Game Pass everywhere, buddy.
Playing from the cloud it's gonna happen that a lot of people are gonna like with the prices of like something like the Nintendo Switch, they're gonna be like, okay, maybe I should give a shot to Cloud. And let me tell you something, Cloud now is in a way better state than it was 5 years ago or 6 when it was introduced at the beginning with the X Cloud. If you play on GeForce now, you can say I can tell you this shit looking crazy right now. I got homeboys with high power PCs and sometimes they just play in there. Like, well, an example is C Money. He has a 4090 and he played the majority of about on GeForce now. So that's fucking crazy off the rip. So it's happening. It's the future, and Xbox got the vision and they can see it that it's gonna make gaming more accessible, which means more customers, which means more money, and it can be bad, right? So in another topic to move on, wow, check this out. Nintendo fans struggle to defending the high prices. And shout out to Always Alex because I was watching his video and I think he found the perfect title for for his video. It was like Nintendo has his Xbox One moment. And I thought that was genius because I was thinking about like Nintendo is doing like the Xbox One and they totally replicating everything that the Xbox One did. And sadly, we already know how to go. It didn't ended up, being a very good generation for Xbox, and it was off to a bad start. So I honestly see Nintendo fumbling the back in here and having a bad start to the generation compared to the Nintendo Switch One because of the bad reputation that they had gathered throughout this release cycle. So I want to get your takes on this. You guys thinking that the Nintendo is gonna sell? Is it gonna be good? Are Nintendo fans don't giving a damn? Like, what are your thoughts on this? We don't really speak like a lot on Nintendo, but I feel like this is something that it could affect us. People on this side on in gaming in general, because what they're doing with the prices and the tactics to get your money is outrageous. So I kind of want to hear what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch 2? Is it gonna flop, sort of like your prediction, or is it gonna sell and people won't care?
What now?
I don't know. What do you think based on what people are saying on the web?
All right, I'll go first this time.
Do it.
Okay. I was in a Twitter space yesterday evening
Okay.
with two people, just small. I saw somebody that I follow that was in there, so I thought I'd go in and listen. And then I decided to hop in. And he was trying to say, at what point do you determine a corporation is quote unquote evil?
Yeah.
Corporation is neither good nor bad. They are there to make money, plain and simple. But the point where they become less pro-consumer, more anti-consumer is when they're doing what Nintendo is doing. Because I said when you make a game, you determine the price based on how big you think the game is going to be and how much in demand it is. We know there's a demand for Mario. We know there's a demand for Zelda. And we know that they have a good demand for Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's not even $70 or $80. It's 70.
Mm-hmm.
But Mario, Zelda, all three of those games are going to be 80. Metroid, I think, would be 100. But no, they're charging 60, 70 for that one. I mean, that's one of the oldest franchises with Mario, right? And Donkey Kong. Even Zelda. They're the four biggest IPs that Nintendo has had throughout their history. Now, I personally feel it's not whether or not Nintendo is evil, okay? But what I find the problem is you can have a game collector's edition, it's going to be higher. You can have a game here and there, and it's going to be higher. That's fine. But what the problem is, when they start making every single game as a trend, the industry follows when the first one breaks into the market and they see its success.
Yep.
So what this tells to me is if Nintendo moving forward after these initial launch titles of the games, Donkey Kong and this, that, and the other, they're going to start coming steadily at $80. And then PlayStation's going to follow suit because they need the money right now. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but they don't have the big budgets for video games like what everybody thinks. They have 200 million at any given time a year, which is why it takes those $400 million Concord budget games to come out, and Spider-Man 2 games, where it's going to cost so much to develop because they're paying the developers. It's taking time to consume all that, and they have to not just lump all their money into one game at a time, even though that seems like what they're doing. But at the same time, you're going to slowly see those prices creep up. GTA 6 is already rumored base game $100. Now, I even think if this happens that Nintendo or Xbox is going to start doing it. But you know what? It's going to make everything from Xbox Game Pass that much more valuable. Because when games start going $80, $90, $100, and Game Pass is maybe $10 more, $30 a month for or whatever it is for a year at that price, you're still saving tremendous value on a low budget service that you can still buy the games if you want. So say they have a string of 6 months where you're not even interested in Game Pass. The games, because you have Game Pass, are cheaper. You get discounts. And who knows, maybe you'll find something that you enjoy playing. That's the beauty of it. So even if there's a string of months where you're not interested in the games launching, other people are.
Right.
You know, the price hike is inevitable, but it just means that subscriptions, they're trying to push everybody towards it. Digital games. Even the initial trailers and teasers of the Nintendo Switch 2, whether it's true or not, we haven't seen yet. They were saying that, hey, the digital games are going to be 80, but the physicals are going to be 90.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But do you think the people are still gonna buy a Power Boss? That's the question.
Not in droves like they bought the Switch 1 and what they enjoyed of the Switch 1. I think that Nintendo is overestimating what they can sell for that increased price. So anything that they had, the system is great price. The hardware is phenomenal for the upgrade. Aside from the game chat, which they said was a creative decision to show low FPS in the reveal, but then they're locking the whole thing behind the subscription service for Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah. I mean,
when you can use Discord on both Xbox and PlayStation, and it's free, you don't have to have Nitro.
Not to mention that Xbox also has their own in-game party chat, so does PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Reese here is saying it right. Shout out to him. Thank you for the 2. He say pay $80 to $90 for arcade games. PlayStation, hold my beer. And look, this is what I'm talking about. Nintendo games are amazing. Everybody knows this, but we already know that the price on the game was a little steep, right? When it became a $70 price. And now that it's becoming 80 is crazy. And look, a lot of people are saying the games are not going to be $80 or $90. And that's for us to see. They pulled it out from the pre-orders, at least here in the United States, and they're waiting for the titles to go live to see what the hell they're gonna do. So, I mean, the fact is that these motherfuckers told you, like, if you can't afford a Nintendo Switch 2, just keep playing on the one. And you know, when the Nintendo Switch,
and that's what Alex was referring to as the Don Matrick moment, the Xbox One moment.
That's right. So I wanted to say, back in the day when the first Nintendo Switch came out, mobile gaming wasn't here ready yet. But now we're seeing games like Delta Force dropping on phones, little phones, playing Call of Duty Warzone, and so on and so forth. All these games, I think even like this, what is it, like the Ghost Warrior game that is coming on PlayStation is dropping on mobile too. The one with the crazy sword, I think that's dropping on the phone as well. So when big games like that drop on the phone and you already have one, how you justify buying a Nintendo Switch? And this is the one competitor that I think Nintendo is not counting on, because I mean, if you have a kid, you either give him a Nintendo Switch or you give him a tablet. Am I right? So I wanna hear your thoughts on these, with Dave.
Well, I mean, the system itself, I'm getting one.
Yeah. We can all agree that the price of the console isn't the problem here. I feel like it's pretty pretty all right. It's like whatever.
No.
Okay, it's 4K capable. You can dock it. It comes with an OLED screen. It's only $50 more expensive than the Steam Deck. So I mean, it's just like give or take. Is not a bad price. I don't feel like it's terrible. I mean, I'm still complaining because it's more expensive. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, but I feel like it's okay. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. But
I think
okay.
the bad part is that they're talking about the system that's been out for 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, whatever. They're not even lowering the old system price when this comes out. It's going to stay the same.
Absolutely.
And they're still going to carry it around because they need that money. They need that money. Yeah, right.
So this is gonna sound really crazy. I originally did say I was fine with the price because I thought that the output of the device would be around the Series S. It's Xbox One per Digital Foundry.
Right.
So 450 for it is a bit
It's too
much.
high. Now that you put it that way, now I feel the same way.
I would
Because
say
that's
I would
right.
say personally, if it was at the exact same price point of the Steam Deck, I could possibly see it.
Yeah.
But
See, I haven't watched that Digital Foundry interview
I
of
did.
their
They were not happy.
predictions of it
No,
yet.
not at all.
So I can't say whether or not I still hold my stance on the 450 price point, but I will say that for the fact that the Mario game is $80 and it's bundling it for only $50 more with the system, that is actually still on the pro consumer side. That it is, you're still getting $30 off. Now, what I disagree with is that in order to get quote unquote some of these upgrades, and you have to have the Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion pass,
Yep.
not just the regular Nintendo Switch Online.
Wow.
And then you
And-
have to have the specific fucking controller.
And not all of those games that they're offering are free. There's only 5 of them. There's the 2 Zeldas, the Kirby, the Metroid is up in the air. I don't know if that is or not. And one other game is being offered for the
Wow.
upgrade.
Crazy shit.
Well, what about the
Crazy.
button? What about the button you got to pay for?
You gotta pay for the button.
There's
How
a
does that
button on
work,
the
Dave? Can
controller.
you explain? Because I don't
The chat
really
button.
understand
Right,
how in the hell.
So the only way that chat works at all is if you are a subscriber to their service, even if it's the minimal service, which I mean, it's not that expensive. It's like $30 for the year. But the
35
point
for
is-
the expansion. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to pay. Well, I have the family one. Sorry. So you have to pay to even be able to chat with anybody. So it's like totally. It's kind of like PlayStation and their.
Now, they did say that
games.
they are giving it a year for free when the Switch 2 launches.
Yeah,
As long as you have the Nintendo Switch Online.
to
which-
get you synced in, to get you
Yeah.
hooked in to where you have to have it. After that, you're like, oh, I gotta have this.
Yeah.
It's a ploy, it's a gimmick, and it's that's bad practice. I think doesn't set a good precedence for quote unquote the family gaming center. But when it comes back to it, was it Everborn Saga always says,
Yeah.
it's not show family, it's show business because it's a business and they have to make money, and no matter what. Same way with with all the pony bots out there that just love just dry humping on Sony, and Sony's like, just give me your money, fuck off, because that's why we're giving you a game that you've had 7 times already. Enjoy. Thanks for giving us $110 and $20 because we need that money. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
man.
crazy. That's wild. Damn. So yeah, man. I mean, it's just like
Technically,
My prob-
Xbox doesn't even have to do a damn thing right now because Nintendo and
Mhm.
PlayStation are sabotaging themselves.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
God. Look at that, boys. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine.
I feel
Nintendo.
like Xbox is in prime position right now to really kill it. And if they screw it up, that would suck, man. Because they could really take home the bag with the fuck ups that we've seen from Nintendo and PlayStation, and really be noted, right? As a pro consumer company that everybody goes when they want a good price. And that doesn't mean that Nintendo and PlayStation will stop selling. It just means that people would start being smarter with the money and
We
take
hope.
the better deal. Which I'm tired of talking to Hargi about this. That people is just dumb and they just don't want to take the deal because I mean, for example, Forza Horizon 5 is dropping on the PlayStation, and we got people who even have it on Xbox and still buy it on the PlayStation just because they want to feel the vibration.
Ooh.
Perfect example. Next Gen Nero. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's a console
Yeah.
gamer. He has both.
Hey,
He's
Yeah.
got the Pro.
big shout out to Hargeet you mentioned there. Hargeet
Yeah,
Time.
yeah.
shout out to
A
Huggy.
legend.
Huggy is the
The
boss.
Prince.
He is. He's amazing.
Man's
Shout
got
out
a
to
heart of gold, I swear.
the wise one. But yeah, man, like it's just crazy. Now, to put this into perspective, I'm gonna show you what this means in a couple of bookmarks that I did, and it's just like Sony PlayStation fanboys now trying to justify the dog shit that it is the PlayStation 5 Pro for this price. And look, here we got Nicola. He's kissing his PlayStation 5 Pro, and he said the scam runs Indiana Jones at 84K and advanced ray tracing. Right, so $700 plus the stand and the disk drive and everything. So you're paying $800 just to play Indiana Jones with 2 more pixels and 5 FPS more than I did with my $500 Xbox. And I played the game literally on Game Pass. So what the fuck is going on with these ponies, man?
And if you buy it on Game Pass or you have Game Pass and you're playing it through there, you can still play it on the PC at higher fidelity, resolution, graphics, and everything on a PC.
Exactly. I think he's over medicated or he's missing his meds or something. Maybe.
He's on something, that's for sure.
He is an
It's
idiot.
just crazy. And look, and this is what happens, and this is why these companies keep doing shit like this because everybody come over here and they just applaud everything that Sony PlayStation is doing. Like Jerry Dub, shout out to him. He's saying Indiana Jones runs 4K with all the advanced ray tracing features, 60 FPS. My God. PlayStation gets the definite version of Xbox games, and I'm loving it. Let me pre-order it right now. Look, he just got scammed for $70 on a game that's been out, right?
No,
about
let's not
6
forget
months.
they were paying for the 4 days early access for an older game for Forza Horizon 5 for $100.
And just remember, they have no games themselves. They have nothing for themselves. They have to have Microsoft because without Microsoft, there would be no PlayStation.
And that's a fact. Right now, I mean, Microsoft might as well claim PlayStation in their taxes, because I mean, like the support that they're giving to Sony PlayStation. And look, and this is what I'm talking about. Let's keep it real and let's put all the chips on the table and said, what if Xbox would have kept all this content exclusive, right? And I think things would be a lot different because they will get people, grab them by the balls, and go ahead and do the same shit that these companies is doing. But now, since they are putting the games, everywhere, they're like, whatever. Like, we don't have to like squeeze your balls so hard. We can go easy on them. It just, it doesn't have to. I don't have to give an arm and a kidney to play my games.
Demo, the big thing is, which a lot of us didn't realize at first, and I'm with you, totally. The console war, whole thing.
Yeah.
But right now, Microsoft is in the best place to make the most money.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever. They are. I mean, and that's Sony. Jim Ryan was like, trying to stop the deal. This is what he saw coming. This is what he saw coming, is that they're going to be the biggest publisher in the world when this is all said and done, with the biggest franchises in the world. I think
Take-Two is still bigger though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
they're not pushing out games.
But they don't have so much content. They have a few big properties. I'm talking
they're
about
not publishing shit.
Yeah. And who knows? I mean, there's always rumor that they're up for sale as well. We'll see. Acquisitions aren't done yet. Just remember that.
And then we got the Ubisoft all stuff coming in.
Yeah, but at the same time, guys, I want to give my 2 cents in the acquisition shit. I don't want Xbox to own everything because I mean they're not my friends, And if they got you by the balls, bro, who knows what the hell they could do, bro? Gaming, they could increase the prices, they could do whatever the hell they want. I'd agree. Remember, Phil Spencer is not gonna be in Xbox forever. Satya Nadella is not gonna be CEO of Microsoft forever.
Sadly to
So
say, Phil Spencer's 55, going on 56, I think.
yeah, I think he has
He's-
5
He's got at
years
least
and
10 more
everything.
years in him, man. At least.
Yeah,
At least.
he's probably going to finish out the Xbox Series generation, and then he's probably
Yeah.
going to be on his way out when the new Xbox releases.
I don't know. I wouldn't count him out just yet. He likes what
Yeah.
he does. He's
Yeah.
enjoying it. I mean, yeah,
No.
the man plays games every day and he gets paid for it. I don't know. I don't want to quit that anytime.
True.
soon.
Yeah, hell
Just
no.
saying. Right
And
when we
man-
retire, throwing money at him.
And the physical effort is not there either, because I mean, to play video games, you just gotta lay back and chill. But the one thing that is probably gonna taking a toll on him might be the traveling, because he has to travel. He has to travel a lot. He has to go to all these different studios around the world, and he probably had to get in 12, 16-hour flights, and that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
But
But at the end,
he's grooming everybody, you know. He's got Sarah all groomed up, ready to go.
Yeah,
He's
getting
got, you know what
ready.
I'm saying? So she's young, she's traveling, so
She's
he
learning.
doesn't. Yeah, and
She's
then
learning.
he can do conference calls, a lot of that stuff now. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it may not be so hard on him as you think.
Yeah, I just really like what he did with Xbox. And in my last video, there was one guy, one of the Sony PlayStation fanboys, who, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna play it right here, right now, because I do have the clip, and I'm gonna play some of the clips, and we're gonna talk about it, because it's just fucking funny, and I just had to do this in a video, put it in a video. But let me see what the hell is this. I actually posted it on Twitter, so let me look for it that way better. And it's just a clip of Sony PlayStation fanboys saying that there's no reason to buy an Xbox. So I thought that was kind of dumb. A lot of them, what they're saying, but let me see. I did.
I mean, when our opponent's being dumb, and we're not talking like the average PlayStation game. We're talking about the ones who voice their opinions, who think that they know better than everybody else in the gaming sphere.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I just found it. I'm just gonna present it right here, and I found it on Twitter. So here is the thing.
Quite frankly, I don't know why anyone would buy an Xbox.
Today I'm going to show you how to get free games on your Xbox. That's including free Game Pass.
More access to things, from what I've noticed and from what I've seen in various different industries, has kind of led to a degrade in quality.
Started with this. Marlino said, "I'll come get
Yeah, those guys just keep complaining.
That is one. Can you imagine?
I'm done with that. I'm done with the Xbox thing, because the games that I really want to play on Game Pass, they're
Hey, he's
coming
done
over
with
to
Xbox. Look behind him.
Xbox is dead."
Oh, really? I think PlayStation's dead.
Cry about it.
Yeah. Wake
So-
the fuck up, people.
So basically, one of the guys, but it wasn't in this clip. Actually, he said, okay, one of the other fanboys, it wasn't here in this clip, but he said, Phil Spencer hasn't taken any good decision as the CEO of Xbox. And look, that drives me crazy, because I feel like Game Pass was his idea, and I feel like it was one of the best freaking decisions made in gaming. It changed the whole thing for good. And like the other dude was saying, like, he didn't want things to become accessible. He wanted to, for things to be exclusive, and that it degraded the quality. And I had to disagree with that, because at the end of the day, people consume what they consume, whether it be exclusive or available to everybody. So that's not going to change how the game is played, man. Like, the fact that more people have access to it, it just makes it better. Games are bigger now than ever. Look at the Minecraft movie. Like, bro, the biggest movie this year is based on video games. That just tells you, right? That just tells you right now what everybody's focusing on. Everybody loves fucking video games. This shit is getting bigger and bigger. The conversations, like, people don't understand this, but this is it. This is peak. We're getting into the peak of gaming, where games are looking incredibly cool. They do a lot of shit that we never thought that we were able to see in video games, and the graphics are getting insane. They're gonna become more insane. So I feel like it's just like the whole conversation is shifted, right? And one of the reasons why gaming is in this state is because of accessibility. More people can play now. Because back in the day, you had a homie that had a Nintendo, this and that, but now everybody got one. Now everybody have something to play on, whether it be Nintendo, PlayStation, Luna, whatever the hell, you know. So I mean, that's just crazy. That some people just want, you know, less people gaming, right? So on that note, I feel like we're gonna end the show because it's about to be 1 p.m. God damn it, Wet David he needs to take a nap. Power Balls need to go back to sleep. Look, he was so fucked up that he kicked himself out of the stream.
My web browser blipped on me.
So, I mean, guys, how you feeling? I enjoyed the show a lot. So drop your bars here in the conclusion. Let me start with Wet Dave. What's going on with you, Blair?
Well, first of all, dude, I have to say thank you so much for having me on. I absolutely had a blast. I hope to be back on again in the future because it was awesome. And everybody who's listening and watching this on replay, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. This guy is amazing. Demo is the real deal. Do not sleep on Demo. In fact, he's going to be on our show this Sunday. This Sunday.
Let's get it this
week.
Sunday for sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, awesome. Guys, great show. And Demo, thank you again for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So I am Desire. What the hell and what you been up to and where everybody can find you and where they drop your link. Send me a link on the DM here and I just put it here on the thing. It's already I'm gonna put it in the description, but just drop it here in the chat because people are lazy to hit the description. So people here in the chat can go ahead and follow you. What's up with you on Desire? Do the same and let everybody know where they can find you, man.
You can always find me on YouTube. I don't really use Twitch anymore, or you can find me making fun of people on X or Twitter, whichever you prefer to call it, because I am a prick.
The villain of the show. I am Desire. Thank you so much. He even got the laugh. Like shout out to Bowser. I mean, I am Desire. Thank you for being
wow. I'm not Bowser. Okay. That's just mean. I didn't deserve that.
Oh no. What happened? Oh no, how terrible. That's just awful. How terrible. Oh
no. But yeah, I'm also the guy who does the voices. I've been playing Fallout Storywealth the entire time.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for coming. Super thankful for you being here. And Power Boss, the man with the plan. El Padrino, dímelo, Bobby, what's good? Where people can find you and what you've been up to.
I am everywhere. If you want to have me on, I'm more than willing. Just let me know. But if you want to get yourself in contact with people, I'm your man. I know everybody. I try to be friendly, and I'll have a conversation with you. I don't care if you're a pony, a Nintendo, an Xbox, a PC Master Race dude. If you play video games, I can have a conversation with you.
That's what's up.
I'm everywhere. Shout out to Alex. He's going to have his Salt Shakers crew tonight.
Nice.
I believe it's 8:30 p.m. I don't know what they're playing tonight. Last week they played Jackbox. They've been playing 2 weeks in a row of Repo. Great game. Garo's stream will be Sunday. Web Dave's tonight. We got TTS coming up.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, it's Alex tomorrow night. Minxie 1 is going to be streaming later today.
Let's get it.
There's so many content creators. We got PoE 2 that just had a patch and then an update. And that game is outstandingly great. I mean, there's just so many games and so many games that take up your time.
That's right, Power Buzz. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming through. Your boy Demoflow Gaming. I'll be off today from the night shift. No night shift today for me, but you can go ahead and check out Harky and Simone and Doodle and whoever else they got. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to be doing the night shift without me because I have a wedding to go, guys.
Oh, congrats.
So I have a wedding to go. My homeboy's mom, shout out to Ogida. She's getting married at the age of 60. So it's a beautiful thing that people at an older age can find love. That's a beautiful thing because it's all love and it's all like, you know, positive stuff going on in the gaming industry and in my personal life as well. So you can catch me here in Us every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Weekly videos and content uploaded to the channel on the regular posts. You can follow me on Twitter and follow these guys because they're fucking dope. And you'll be missing out if you don't do That's it. We out of here. It's your boy, Devil Flow, checking out. Yo, young Chico boy, young Chico, This it. Hey, go crazy, man. Shout out to the whole Xbox community. Shout out to the whole gaming community. Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play, bro. We got you. Demo Flow Gaming. They say Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo. ABK be killing it. We so happy playing. Bad fanboys be hating it. Ponies be so cynical. They rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus. That makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games, that's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I'll be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games. I got the Vault Edition, I can wait for Master Chief. Slide canceling on Nuke, only movement is a shit. The quick scoping is back, the sniper clips be dope. You bought that PS Pro, cause somehow you gotta cope. For begging is your style, so keep bombing the reviews. All these Sony podcasts, they be scrambling for news. Xbox dead again, yeah, they do it for the click. Xbox be their fetish like a picture of some feet. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. I'm putting belt to ass, spanking ponies like the strippers. The saying FSR can't copy with the pizza. The 47 is trash, I should throw away my ready to buy a PS Pro, but I'd rather cut my dick. It ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna switch to Sony. $70 for the game, and I have to deal with ponies. PS Plus is size, they don't even do they want. I gotta keep it real, ain't no need to be a fan. All the games copy, zero multiplayer. Sony PlayStation is designed for the player. $700 for an extra couple pixels, but can't do no 4K. For that you need the pizza. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best.